Hey Kings and Dragons, Dragon King 551, I am back. This is a part 2 and a follow-up to Hermione. However, this one is about her dueling. The reason I laugh is because I'm going to bring up a Yukio quote. Knowing how to use a card and knowing how a card works are two different things. So, Hermione knowing many spells and know how they work does not mean she actually knows how to use them when the time comes. Granted, she does change Harry's outcome and face. See how my face changes with glasses on and off when she hits the spell, so they can't identify him as Harry and call Voldemort in Deathly Hallows. However, I do want to talk about it. Let's talk about who she can beat, and let's talk about who she can't beat. The answer is, she can't beat anyone! Nah, just kidding. I think she could probably beat a couple people, but it really depends on, who we're dueling. Can she beat Ginny? The answer is no! Okay? Let me just tell you that. Ginny Weasley is more gifted. She practiced more advanced spells. She uses Reducto and Bat Bogey Hexes and a bunch more that we don't even see her use in the movie, but she does use in the book. And Harry is truly impressed. Also, it's very easy for Ginny. The first person that uses Expecto Patronum is Ginny. She's the first person to cast the Patronus perfectly with a horse. So, it makes a lot of sense. With that being said, let's go into another duelist. So, I think Ginny would probably beat her. I don't want to say too much, but I think she definitely would beat her. Now, anyone that is an aura in the family of Harry Potter, I don't know if she can beat Bellatrix. I don't know if she can beat Sirius. I don't know if she can beat James. I don't think she can due to the fact that Sirius and James were both auras and both at their highest level. She can't beat Harry either because he is the Master of Death if we're talking Deathly Hallows Harry. Also, I don't think she could beat him in Book 5 either. Because, let me tell you, I just want to state a rule in sports. Sometimes a fundamental shot is better than an advanced shot with fancy skills and everything. And sometimes a fundamental spell is better than an advanced spell. When Voldemort uses the advanced killing curse, Harry uses a very basic spell and doesn't try to go up a level and go to Crucio or something. He uses the disarming charm, Expelliarmus. So in that case, it makes sense that sometimes a fundamental spell is better than anything else. Can she beat Ron? Probably, because Ron would never want to hurt her or duel her, so I think he would probably lose. But I don't know. I think that, it really just depends. She can't beat Ginny. She can't beat Harry. Okay, the husband and wife duo cannot lose to Hermione. Luna would probably lose. I don't know why. I just don't think that she's strong enough. Talking about Death Eaters, I think Hermione could beat a couple. I don't think she can beat Bellatrix, though. Let's think about that. Bellatrix is Voldemort's second in command, her lieutenant, basically lieutenant. The thing is though, if she were to duel Voldemort, I think she also lose that duel due to the fact that she would try too many advanced spells or something and just try to beat him that way instead of trying to use a fundamental spell. Now, I think she's smart enough to use a fundamental spell. It's just that I think that her ego would get in the way and she'd try to use something to, defeat Voldemort, better and get the glory. For Ginny, if she were to duel Voldemort, I think she probably just used what Harry used and said, all right, I'm just going to do what Harry used and defeat him. So, I don't think Hermione can beat a lot of people. I do think she can beat Ron. I do think she can beat a ton of Death Eaters. I don't think she can beat the top most advanced Death Eater and the captain of the Death Eaters, Voldemort himself. I don't think she can beat Snape. She can't beat Dumbledore. However, only one person has technically defeated Dumbledore, and that is Draco. But Dumbledore was at his weakest point, at that time. So it wasn't really like he was going to duel a student or anything. He kind of gave up. But again, Harry is still, I think, the most advanced one. I don't think she can beat a lot of people. I don't think she can even beat Professor McGonagall if they were to have just a friendly duel. I think she would lose that duel. I mean, there's so many duelists that she'd probably lose to. Hell, Draco's not that great of a duelist, but the reason I say Hermione is not a great duelist is because she takes up jobs like becoming the Minister of Magic or other jobs along the line of that. And for me, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to see Hermione in that way as a great duelist because later in life she doesn't take up a super job. Now, obviously, you can say that about Ginny as well, but I think Ginny does, in fact, have the ability to still be a great duelist because she probably does practice with Harry every now and then. And also the fact is that she was athletic at the time with the Quidditch, the Harpies and stuff, and was a really great Quidditch player and stuff. I don't like that she retired early, though. But we'll talk about that in another video. So what do you guys think? Do you think Hermione can beat a lot of Death Eaters and stuff? Or do you think that the people of her friend group... I also said, I don't know, maybe Neville could defeat her, but I don't know. I mean, he did technically lose to her in the first book, but that's just because he wasn't really... He was defenseless, okay? It's basically not the wand way, not the Jedi way, whatever you want to call it. She basically beat him unfairly. But I don't know. I really don't know who she would beat. I think she beat Ron because Ron doesn't want to hurt her, but I also think that she would lose to other Weasleys. I think she would lose to Molly. I think she would probably lose to Ginny because Ginny is probably the better duelist. Ginny has lived in the magical world longer than Hermione. Now, obviously, I know what people are going to say, what the hell does that even mean? That makes absolutely no sense. Ginny is younger than Hermione. Yes. However, Hermione does not have 5 now, but 6 brothers that literally can tell her everything there needs to know about Hogwarts and magic and everything else and stuff. And also she has probably the pranking in her and stuff. And that is why Professor McGonagall wanted to retire, because she realized who Harry's child was related to. James and Sirius and stuff, and then also related to 2 Weasleys that were pranksters as well, Fred and George. But I'm getting off topic. The point is that that's why I also think Ginny could be a better duelist, is because she has his brothers to teach her a lot about the wizarding world, about magic and everything else, and Ron even gets to learn as well. So maybe Ron could beat Hermione, but I'm not going to stretch it. I think it'd probably be a close battle. If it's not Stupefy, they'd probably be able to just duel normally and stuff. But we're about to find out. I mean, let's be frank. Ron did that backhanded spell to that Death Eater in Deathly Hallows when they were trying to escape. So it is possible, but I don't know. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Can Hermione beat these duelists? Yes or no? Can she beat Harry? My answer is no. Can she beat Ginny? The answer is no. Can she beat Ron? Probably. Can she beat the other Weasleys? Probably not. Can she beat Sirius? No. Can she beat James? No. Can she beat some of the professors? Absolutely not. Can she beat some Death Eaters? 100%. Can she beat Voldemort or Bellatrix? No. Can she beat a house elf? The answer is no. A house elf just has to snap his fingers and your wand is disarmed. Even Dobby was fast enough to disarm Narcissa. And so, with that being said, that's all I have to say for now, guys. So until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. What do you guys have to say? Do you think that Hermione is that great of a duelist, or do you think she is screwed? Let me know your thoughts.